Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we'll be making this beautiful beaded bag. So if it's something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. So for today's video you're going to need your thread. Our thread is 0.6 and it's Fishline, as well as our scissors to cut, right? And the beads, right? So my beads, I'm going to be using two types of beads. I'm going to use this 10 mm Acrylic gray, this 10 mm. So this is their hole, as well as this long beads. So this is how they are, right? So you're going to take your thread and measure it on your palm around 20 times before you cut. So you're going to make sure that your thread is equal, like so. Then you start by taking your beads. You're going to take one long and two of the smaller ones. So you start by adding your bigger one, right, on any side that you prefer. Then one on each thread. Then you put the long one, then you cross with it, right, like so. Then you pull. So that's our first one over there, right? So this is how it's going to be. For every long one you have to make sure that you put your smaller beads, two of the smaller beads on each thread. One and one. Then you put the long one, then you cross with the long one, like so. Again, then you pull. So there's our third one over there. So you're gonna continue doing the same thing, right? So I have up to 15, meaning these longer ones, they are 15. Don't worry about the gathering, they will be definitely fine on our second row. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 until 15, right? So now we're going to make 16th one, which is our 10. You're going to put small bead on your left, as well as the longer one, as well as the smaller one. So they're going to be 3. Then now you're going to cross on this bead, right? You're not crossing on this one when you make your 10, like so. Then you pull. Okay, so you see where it is now. So this is where it's going to be, right? So you're going to now put your long bead, as well as small bead, as well as the long bead, right? They are going to be 3. Then you cross on this one, like so. Then you pull. Okay, so this is how it's going to be like, right? Then what you're going to do, you're going to take your right thread, this one over here, and pass it through this bead over here, like so. Then you put on the left, you put small bead as well as the long bead, and you cross with the long bead like so. Then you pull. Don't worry about the gathering, it will be fine. As you can already see, this one doesn't gather anymore. So yeah, like so. Take a red thread, pass it through over here. Put a small bead as well as the long bead, then cross over here like so. Then you pull like that, right? You see it's no longer gathering. That's what we're trying to achieve. So guys, I'm now done with my base. So what I basically have here is 7th row, meaning 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, right? And this way the beads, they are 16. However, if you want your bag to be very big, you can go for like 18 or even 20. So what we're going to do now, we're going to divide it into 3, right? So we're going to count 1 2 3, then we bend it over here like so, right? Then we also count 1 2 3, then we also bend over here. So only this row is going to be the base of the bag. Okay, like so. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and add just 2 beads on the side. I'm just going to add it over here as well as over here, right? That's the reason why I make my knot over here instead of here, but either way it's not a problem. So I'm gonna take 1 bead, so I can basically just take my thread and pass it through back one side of it, right? One side of it. Then over here I'm going to add my smaller bead, right? I'm going to add 1 bead of the smaller one over this thread over here, one small. Then I'm going to pass it back over here, right? So remember, it came back from here, then I added 1 small bead, then I'm going to pass it back. I just want to make use of this thread until it's finished. However, if you do not understand, you can just cut and put a new thread like so. See where my thread is, right? Then I'm now going to add a long bead, so I'm just going to add it on the left and cross with the right thread. Like so. Then pull. It has to fit over here like so, right? Then I'm going to take this thread and pass it through this bead. Also this one, pass it through this bead. Then I'll put 1 bead over there. Okay, then I'm just going to add 1 bead over here. You can put from the left, then cross with the right. Like so, right? So I'm just going to take this thread and pass it through this bead and this bead and this bead. So I'm going to make my knot over here. Okay, so I'm just going to make my double knot over here, then use a scissor to cut, then go on another side. Okay, right. So I'm just going to hide this my knot inside. You pull, then you make use of a scissor, then cut. Cut as closer as you can. So this is how it is, right? So this is a clutch bag, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do the side, then we come back for the handle. So this is the bag. This is how the bag looks like. So I would advise you go ahead and sew some linen inside for inside, right? If you want to use, because the holes, they're quite big, so before your stuff get lost. But either way, we're gonna go ahead and use this bead over here as well as this one to make our handle, right? So we're just going to use only this one to make a handle. Like so. Then I'm just going to double it and start putting my beads. So yeah guys, this is our bag. This is a clutch bag, right? Wow, look at the handle, it can stand on its own, right? So this is how our bag look like. If you like it this way, you can use it this way, and you can also go ahead and sew some fabric inside, some linen, right? But anyway, this is the final bag. So if you like this video too so far, kindly go ahead and subscribe, then I'll see you on my next video.